Child, I put on a suit for y'all today because I'm in business, okay? I mean business. All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome to my channel. My name is Michelle Expert, and I hope that you're going to enjoy all the content that is on this channel and that is coming in, particularly this video. If you're a regular, meaning that you have been on this channel before and this is not the first video of me that you're watching, welcome back. I hope that you are subscribed to the channel. And if these are the kind of videos that you like watching, definitely hit the like button and hit the notification bell so that you are notified every single time I put out a video. We're going to be talking money, honey, all right? And we're not going to be talking famous money, but we're going to be talking real money, life-changing money, and let's make money, because that's what predominantly what this channel is about. So I am going to be sharing with you guys the top business idea for women in 2022. This is going to be very interesting. So let me start off by saying that there is a lot of ideas and there's a lot of ways you can make money in 2022. And for the purpose of this video, I'm going to be sharing this one specific idea and just kind of walking you through its benefits and how you can actually make it work for yourself. All right. Now, before we get into it, I just want to say that one of the biggest things, or maybe remind people that have been on this channel, or if you haven't been on this channel, that one of the biggest things that we talk about on here a lot is not being an Instagram entrepreneur, but actually being an entrepreneur. This means that, are you making money is the question that we always are asking, right? Because if you're not making money, you don't have a business and you're not an entrepreneur. If you have a registered business and you don't have clients, you can still put entrepreneur on your social media, but you're not going to be making money. Therefore, it's really pointless, right? You can have the followers, but are you making money? So at the end of the day, the biggest thing that is really important to me and all the content that we put out on this channel is literally having you answer this question. Are you making money? And I need you to ask yourself that. So when you are listening to this idea and you're really thinking about how you'd be able to make it work, or you've got any other ideas rather that you would be able to make work, you need to ask yourself, am I going to make money with this idea? And if you're not going to make money, leave that thing alone and go towards something that is going to help you make money. So let me start this video by telling you a little story. So growing up, my mom was initially a housewife at some point, and then she started working. And as she was working, I remember she actually started a small business. So what used to happen is that my mom used to really dress well when we were growing up, and I think she still does. She was really such an elegant lady, and she had like the best outfits, you know, and everywhere we went, people used to commend her about her hairstyle and how she looked and how she carried herself and the things that she wore and then that kind of snowballed into people asking her where she buys her clothes. And she used to buy her clothes at like boutiques and sometimes get them made herself. So people were really inquisitive around where she kind of get her clothes. And then following up to that, she actually created a business of selling the clothes. So what she would do is she would go get a sample, go buy something, and then go to places that people are going to comment and really are interested about that clothing. And then people would make orders, and then she would actually start selling clothes. I do remember at some point that business was bringing in quite a bit of money, like by a bit, I mean quite, you know, good money. And I was just like, girl, you are really killing it with this business. And at that time, it really wasn't social media age. I think it was like early to mid 2000s. So the business idea I am sharing with you guys in this video is, yes, you guessed it right, is a boutique, a clothing boutique. Now you have the chance right now as a woman to actually open an online clothing boutique, mainly because we've got Instagram, Facebook, social media, and all those things. But the reason why I think that this is such a brilliant idea to actually start is because firstly, we are in the age where women want to look good and they want to feel good, and there is no shame in buying from boutiques or places that aren't necessarily brands. Not everyone is gunning to buy the latest branded clothes, the LVs, and people are willing to wear absolutely anything as long as it looks good. You have seen from your Shein, from Chinese stores, from China Mall, people are willing to just buy anything that is affordable as long as it makes them look good. That is number one, right? Number two is that you actually actually are able to create a business out of this thing as long as people can trust you. People want affordable clothing, but people want to buy affordable clothing from a place that they can trust. So if you can build trust within a community, build a community, then build trust, you'd be able to actually coin it in this business. Now, before we get into how you can actually start this business, I just want to kill a couple of misconceptions that a lot of people have, all right? Again, in the beginning of the video, we spoke about people wanting to be Instagram entrepreneurs, which means we want to be glamorous, we want to have the biggest offices, we want to wear suits, and we want to do all these things. And let me just be outright and let you know that those things don't pay, okay? You don't get paid for that. You get paid to transact with a client. You get paid to create a community, have somebody actually buy something from you, and then you give them a service or product, an offering, whatever it is, and then you make money. That's how you get paid. Now, I know that obviously now there's a lot of videos online that go and say things like exposing Instagram boutiques, exposing clothing boutiques, exposing this and exposing that. Hey, let that not stop you from making money. You can start your own Instagram boutique today. The reason why these Instagram boutiques are not going anywhere is because they are still doing well. They still have clients, they still have people that are dedicated to buying from them because they are selling something that there is a target market for. There are people that go to small streets, that go to all of these places, that will go and buy clothes, and then a year later their life is a little bit upgraded, or whatever the case is, they don't feel safe in that space anymore. So they still want those same clothing, because to be honest, some of those clothing are really, really nice. They are really good, right? But they would rather just buy them from someone else at a more expensive price. And by more expensive, I don't mean like triple the price, but you know, at a slightly higher price than they would have gotten it if they went to Marabastad or small street by themselves. So that becomes a business opportunity for you. But the misconceptions are always that, you know, online boutiques are fake, online boutiques are a scam. That is not true. There's a lot of online boutiques that are doing well, and you can do your own research by actually looking into this and realizing that, okay, so this online boutique is making money and they are doing well. It's the same, it's literally the same thing with like people starting hairlines, wig hairlines online, right? People used to say things like these things are fake, they scam you. Hey, they're still running those things because it is a business and they're offering a particular product to someone. So don't let all of those misconceptions actually, you know, get in the way. There is a lot of plugs online that would be able to help you start this business. One person I would actually recommend, which I've seen actually do this very well for a lot of people at a larger scale, is Nomalina. She goes out and she looks at all of these boutiques, she looks at all of these factories that you can go to and actually buy clothing. Now, let me actually let you know that just because 1 million people are watching that video, it doesn't mean that 1 million people are actually going to go to small street and buy that clothing. It just means that people are quite aware. But you can still use those resources that you are finding on your YouTube to buy that particular clothing or buy whatever it is, stock from that place, and then sell it at your online boutique. The other thing that I think kills a lot of people in terms of starting such businesses is that such businesses are usually, number one, like we said, not famous, right? Number two, feeling like you're robbing people because of what people have been saying. There's nothing wrong with buying a shirt for 50 Rand and selling it for 75 because of where you bought it. Chances are I might not have the time to want to go, or I might not even feel comfortable to going to Marabastad to go buy that shirt for 50 Rand, but I would still be able to buy it for 75 Rand from you because of convenience, right? So you need to understand that your target audience understands what they want. There is a target audience for that place, and there's also a target audience for your business, and you can create that business and have a target audience that still wants to buy from you. So here's how you would start a business like this if you actually wanted to start an online or a boutique store that you would be able to sell clothing. Firstly, you need to start finding online suppliers or suppliers wherever you are that sell these clothing at a cheaper price, right? There's a lot of places in South Africa. You can go to Dragon City, you can go to China Mall, you can go to a lot of places that some people are not necessarily willing to go and go stock up clothes from there, right? And then number two, after you found that supply, you need to start wearing those clothes. I say wearing those clothes because that is such a powerful model that actually works. When you wear something and people actually see it on you and they can see the texture, they can see the fit, it's easier for people to to relate versus you just putting a model or having someone else, wear those clothes for you. If you are wanting to start small, and if you have, resources to start small, rather start wearing the clothes yourself. And then what you can also do as a third point is then start posting about them. Start posting wearing those clothes. I have girls on my social media platforms that really dress well. I'm like, girl, I would be willing to buy what you're wearing because it really, really looks nice. It looks great on you, right? But that's how we buy clothes. Predominantly, we buy clothes because we see somebody wearing something and we like it, and we're like, okay, I also want to have it, and then we begin to buy. And then the fourth point is, if you have a little bit of money, put some ads onto it. Facebook is literally the best place for this, especially if you're trying to open an online boutique, is that you go onto Facebook and you boost your ads. So you put an ad out of you wearing this beautiful outfit, put a pricing on it, because that is also important, which is my next point, and then you start boosting it. So when you boost that post, what you're doing is you're basically putting it in front of people's eyes, a lot of more people's eyes, so that they can buy from you, they can see it, or you can start raising brand awareness. But I think it is really important that you begin to blast it out there if you have a bit of budget. And a bit of budget, guys, I don't mean 20,000 Rand. I mean 500 Rand a week. If you've got that, if you've got 2,000 Rand a month for that business, for your marketing, to put out some ads, go for it, because you're going to begin to attract a lot more people. I don't care what anybody says, but ads absolutely work. It is important that you put it out there, because then a lot more people actually begin to see it, right? And then the fifth point is that put pricing on it. It is very, very important. We live in such a generation, or just a day and age really, where people are so consumed by a lot of things, and I'm not trying to DM you for anything to get a price. I need to see the pricing on what you have to offer so that I can buy it. That is really it, because the competition is high. There's a lot of other people that are selling it. So you need to be able to say, if you are selling this blazer and you got it from God knows where, you need to, when you post it and you're selling it to me, you need to give me a price. Say, okay, Mish, this blazer is 750. Let me decide there and then that I want this blazer, and I can afford this blazer, and I am going to buy it right away from you, and you're going to make sure that it is delivered to me. That is very important. And when you do that, you need to put information that is very upfront and allow someone to buy from you. So for instance, it's the pricing that is important. It's, do I have to pay for shipping, or are you going to do that, or courier, or whatever the case is. How long will I take to get this blazer? Because maybe I've got an event that I need by a day or 2 days, and I need to be able to know if I'd be able to get this thing delivered to me right away. So those are things that you need to be able to put on your ads or your boosted posts, so that people can know, or just your regular posts. But I do think that social media is your greatest tool in terms of starting anything. And when I say starting anything, I mean that you can literally, when years ago, right, people used to have flea markets and would put all of their clothes up, or whatever the case is. I don't know where I'll grow up, but I've been around places like that where flea markets actually existed. And literally, social media in this day and age has become a flea market, where everybody's putting out what they're selling, what they're offering, and then you're giving people an opportunity to interact with you. And really, people that make the most sales are people that, number one, are able to create a community, and number two, are able to be upfront and straightforward with their target market, and you want to be able to do that. So this business idea, I really think that is going to work for somebody if you are absolutely passionate about fashion, if you're somebody that really knows how to pair clothes properly, if you're somebody that just sometimes have a great body and clothes look really good on you, and you are looking for a side hustle to start, but you don't actually know how to. Because guys, to be honest, as much as we can say build your brand online or build this, sometimes you have to start somewhere. And some people might not have the comfortability, or rather the flexibility, to become an influencer and to be content creators, but they can create businesses online that can make them walk their way towards that. So you can eventually build a brand out of yourself because of this thing that you've done, but you need to start somewhere. I'll give you another perfect example of somebody that has done this so well, is Gorgeous Mbali, right? She has literally managed to create such a beautiful brand of herself, and literally a business out of it, because she wears her brand and she's her brand. Not a day passes without Gorgeous Mbali posting about her muscle flow and her brand and her business. And you need to understand that that on its own sells, right? But you need to have the conviction and believe in the fact that this is your business, this is what you do, and this is how you do it. And when you put out that energy, the universe, people, catch onto that energy and they begin to buy from you. And that's what we want from you this year, girl. We want people to begin to buy from you. We want people to literally recognize you as a business mogul. We want you to make money, okay? And for you to make money, you need to have the conviction that this idea and what you're doing is powerful, is important, and it's giving people value. And you need to find ways to be able to give people value. And guys, clothes are valuable. People want to look nice. People want to look great. And just remember that the people who are complaining about stock price and retail price are not your target audience, okay? The people that are complaining about a shirt or a dress being 50 Rand at the factory and then you selling it for 80 Rand or whatever the case is, those people are not your target market and those people are not your focus. So don't let those people derail you from starting such businesses. I know that businesses like these are not entirely famous like we've been saying throughout this video, but you need to decide that do you want to be part of a famous business or do you actually want to start something that's going to help you make money? One of the things I've also realized is that people that are making most money literally own businesses that are not famous. People are selling bolts and nuts to make money and they are making a killing. People are selling car parts, okay, and making a killing. People are selling magwinya. Like, have you asked yourself how, you know, sometimes our parents in different homes and how other families have made it from just a woman having a market, you know, by the street selling sweets, cigarettes and magwinya and all these things and still be able to feed a family. That, my friends, is literally just a formula that it's not always the famous business and the good looking business and the clean business that have the most money, but it's also the businesses that nobody's willing to talk about. And in this day and age, if you can tap into those businesses that nobody is willing to really get into and then digitize them, you are going to make a killing. So girl, I hope that this video has been super fruitful for you, and I hope that you're going to do a little bit of research further and find resources that are going to help you with this idea if you are somebody that wants to start a clothing boutique or an online clothing boutique. And with all of that said, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Give it a like, and if you're somebody that have started something similar, let me know in the comment section below, or what other business ideas you would actually recommend for people to start that you might have started also that have helped, or you know somebody that have started a similar business. So thank you once again for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video.